Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 23 of Natty and Not. We are your hosts,
I am Alexis and I am Natty.
and I'm Michael, and I am not. So not that I'm back on cycle, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's fucking
I'll
go.
lift all the goddamn weights in the gym.
Are you lifting all of the goddamn weights in the gym?
Truth be told, right, we took a week off, and now we're back.
So it's been 2 weeks.
It's been
since
2
we've
weeks.
talked.
Yep. Had to take care of some personal things last week, so we couldn't record. And we're here this week, and I am a week and a half, roughly, into this push phase, and then this cycle of PEDs, and we're tapering up the androgens. We got Test, Mastron, Primo, and we're starting low.
Starting low. Have you bumped up yet? Because you started like midweek 2 weeks ago.
Nope. I've been.
So you're going to do like that week and a half of like the early week, because then you did your check, and you're probably going to get
right. It was just based on when I got my labs back. So just kind of coaches said, he said it was up to me. He's like, I got a food bump too, but I didn't start the food bump until this week. And, once I got back from, because I was out of town. But yeah, started the food increase, which I'm up to 4,000 calories. Honestly, I was eating 4,100 calories every day. And I told coach, and I said, so let's just make that adjustment.
Wait, so because you did your check-in, you did your check-in this morning.
Did my check-in this morning.
Have you been eating 4,100?
Yes, I count all my calories. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna call some shit. Do you count the garage Oreos in your macros?
I really haven't been eating those Oreos. That's so funny. I just say I do because I know Calliope has. I really don't. I was in the beginning of my like post show phase where I was like,
You're like mad hunger stage. Yeah.
I'd stand in there and eat Oreos. But I mean, this as of recently, since food's gone up, I just really haven't had the like urge to. And now
you've been eating. You've been like fucking hungry. Like, did you count like that hot dog you jammed in your face yesterday?
No, I did not count that hot dog. I was so hungry yesterday. It was so small.
You count?
It was like a baby hot dog.
It was a baby hot dog. Well, I mean, as you get more big and giant, everything's gonna look smaller in your hands. The baby hot dog. Did you count the cereal you shoveled in your face while you were waiting for something to toast?
No, didn't count that either. So that's kind of my cheat meal this week. Because I didn't have a cheat meal today. I counted everything I had today.
You went to the gym today, right?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I was off yesterday. Anyway, so I'm in this, just starting the push phase, which is great. And I feel really strong. We got a food bump and feeling super strong today. Today was like the first day where I felt like a big strength increase. Just
what
every
did you
move.
Have
Today was push, and it was chest, tris, and shoulders, and I just felt.
Did you jump to the 155s?
No, I did not. I did not jump to the 155s. I don't know when I'm going to do that though. But I did my second back off set with the 130 dumbbells for incline dumbbell bench press. So I did my top set.
Did you do your top set?
I did 13 reps, and then I did my back off set with the same dumbbells, 130s. I did it for 9.
Okay.
8? I forget now. But
did you have somebody spot you?
No. Once I did the top set so easy. Like I struggled when I got to 13. Right, I stopped when I.
But 13's even like more reps than you would typically do in your top set anyway, right? Because you're what, 8 to 12?
Correct.
Baby, you're so strong.
Yeah. So felt the increase in the
baby.
Yeah.
You're so strong.
Thank you. And actually, it was kind of funny. Like, I saw one of the guys that I follow on, I think it's Instagram, whatever. He's on YouTube. He's on everything. His name's Big Paul.
You saw him like at the gym?
No. Sorry, I saw one of his posts, one of his videos. Let me rephrase that. And he and another guy were talking about PEDs, and it was just like, people always think that like you're just going to magically get huge on PEDs. It's like PEDs are not going to lift the weights for you. Like, you still have to go do the work. They just enable you to do harder work. Right. And I was just like, and then when he said that, I was like, yeah, that jives. I get it. Yep. I don't know. It just when he said it, and I was
I
just
mean,
like,
it makes you do harder. Does it make you work harder? Will you have a strength increase from the test and the stuff from the gear? You
yep,
feel stronger. Your muscles grow faster. I mean,
recover faster. Yeah.
you recover faster, you grow faster. So then in turn, you're getting stronger.
Right.
So it's like
But they were
you're
like,
still
yeah, but if you were to just take him and just be a potato, is like what the essence of what he was saying meant, meant. And it's what we've been saying all along too, right? It's just like, it's one
yeah.
tool. It's like, if you don't do the work and sleep right and do all the other stuff,
You
it's
still got to do it. You can't out
needs nothing.
gear shitty training and bad
Exactly.
diet and all that other
Exactly.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so that's been awesome. Been
So
enjoying that.
you're on week 1 cycle,
Yeah.
low dose or
Load it.
the lowest dose.
Yep.
How long till you get to full strength? Like 3-4 weeks?
We're probably I don't
I'm going through the
I don't
PED module in coaching,
I don't
so I
remember.
don't know if you're there yet. And he
No,
says to increase 20 to 30% each week until you get to max dose.
that sounds about right. Like, so I'm expecting I'll get a bump this week, but he also said it just depends on the look. So if he thinks that like I'm maintaining good and I'm not putting on fat and like diet's good and everything else is good, then I think we'll probably hold.
Yeah,
There
it is.
because I remember when I started my first cycle, like we did not increase every week. It was like
You didn't increase food every week. You didn't
our
increase
PEDs,
PEDs each week. Well, that
PEDs.
was your first cycle. This is cycle what, 3?
I guess 4 technically because post show rebound.
Yeah, but you didn't do a different cycle for post show rebound. That was just like one
Yeah, I guess
continued
yes.
long cycle.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
this is the third, this is the third time you're starting again after stopping and going
after
through a health phase
yes,
and just doing test. Okay.
yes, number 3 if we're counting like that. Yes.
So a lot of it's just like see how you do, see how you perform, right?
Yeah, yeah. He said we may. Oh, I guess when I said he may, we may just like stay at a certain dose depending on where we're at,
Mhm.
depending on the look. I think he was talking about like peak dose. So like
Gotcha. That makes sense.
may not need to increase past what we've already done in the past. And
You do the lowest dose possible to get the maximum benefit out of it. There's no reason
exactly,
to push more gear if you're responding to a lower dose.
exactly. Yeah,
Right? The
just
goal is
mitigate risk.
you get to the Olympia stage and you're still on low levels, as
Mhm.
low as your body can possibly handle.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah,
that's the plan. So
that's the plan.
yeah. So that
So
was
test primo mass.
test primo mass and then GH, doing some GH at night
How
before bed.
much oh, I know you don't like to say. Okay, because I was just gonna ask you, so you tell me later. Because I was just gonna ask you how much GH you're doing, but I know you don't want to say that. You don't want to say like the numbers, and that's totally fine. I wonder though, because I've been seeing a couple pictures. I won't say who it is, but it's like this trainer that went from like home workout extraordinaire to
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder now. Pump me up with gear. And like you can fucking tell, dude.
Mhm.
Dude's face is like, and he's got bubble gut real bad. And it's like, dude's doing too much GH. How much GH do you have to do to look like that? And I
I think
realize it's a loaded question because it's going to
different
be
for
different for everybody.
yeah, I would say probably once you're getting to like 10 IUs,
So much.
yeah.
Do people okay.
It's so
Do people
expensive
really do
too.
that?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Like
he's
the
got
guys that are
I don't
doing
even
like
know how much money he has, but go ahead, sorry.
yeah, uh yeah, the influence you're talking about is loaded.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Um
like buku
no,
fucking money or just like he's
like
living good.
like lives comfortably in California, no problem. Like drives whatever he wants to drive and is able to
He's doing a good job. He's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, he's doesn't have to worry about any money is not a worry for him.
But you
Um
think he's doing 10? Do people really do that?
Yes, but I was gonna say that the like open bodybuilders, they do yeah, I mean I've heard of guys doing like 18 IUs.
A
Uh
day?
yeah, yeah,
But those guys all have like that super bubble gut too.
right.
Like the big giant freak show dudes.
Yep, yep, they got the Palumboism. Mhm.
I feel
That's
like you mostly see that well, actually, that's a question for you because I don't I mean, I follow some guys, but I don't like go into like shows and like check them out. I'm not interested when like they pop up like the lineups of any of the guys in like NPC shows and stuff. I feel like that's more prevalent with just like the big massive guys.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is definitely the case. The bigger guys that are pushing like, 280, 300 pounds,
Jeez.
they're taking 2 IUs multiple times a day. It's like round the clock almost.
Wow.
Yeah, which is super inconvenient. Like you need to be near your gear all the time or have your gear on you. And it's just like,
just eat, work out.
It's a lot.
Sleep, eat, shot, sleep.
Yeah. Some
eat,
of them
shot,
are taking
sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Some of them are taking insulin too after they eat. And it's just like it's just like it's a lot to have that much tissue.
That's just wild.
Requires depending on who maybe, and it's again very person to person dependent, but
right.
Very common to see that in the big guys.
That's like your full-time job. I don't even know. Like, what else would you do with that? Like,
I don't know.
You have to do that all day long.
Yeah, I don't know how they make money. It's like maybe it's all influencer, ad revenue, merch, whatever they can get people to buy. But
that's crazy.
It is wild.
All right, so you're feeling good. You're lifting lots of good weights.
Yeah, today felt like really, really awesome.
So are you going to jump to so our gym, for anybody that doesn't know, our gym goes from what, 135s or 130s?
130s dumbbells.
In dumbbells, and then they jump to 155.
Right, which is a massive jump.
That's so fucking crazy.
It's 260 pounds to 300. It's such a big, I don't know. To me, it's a huge jump, but yeah.
You know what you do? Next time, okay, so your next push day, this would be hilarious. I want you to like try them or like pretend to try them or whatever, but go get the manager of the gym and ask him to spot you.
Yeah, can you spot me?
Yo, I'm making this jump. Yeah. I don't know that I'm ready, but
I'm probably gonna die or hurt myself. So if you could
please spot me.
Pretty please watch this so that I can file.
No, don't tell him to watch it. You have to ask him for a spot. Like you got to be genuine.
Oh, like make him work for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really need help. Can you just pick that one up? I really need help. You just like bring it. I'm going to sit here. Can you bring that one to my knee? Please.
So then he sees them. Maybe he goes, oh shit. Maybe we need to buy one in between.
Yeah. What the fuck? So yeah, that's a huge jump. And I want to do them. I just don't want to jump to that weight because I see so many stories of like guys tearing muscles and like
that's true.
I don't want to have
your connective tissue isn't there.
I don't want my pec just tear because it comes down heavier than I was ready for. And
then what do you do now? What do you do now?
That's a good question. I don't know. I was thinking about getting like wrist weights or something. I think you'd suggested that, and I was just like, maybe I do wrist weights and try to work my way up to that. But like, it's gonna be weird doing wrist weights on top of that.
I don't know about the wrist. I mean, I guess that's a way of doing it. I have I mean, they're not a lot. I have like those clip-on it's like 1 1/4 pounds, and they like clip and clamp on. And I love that for stuff when you can't make a 5-pound jump, like lateral raises, like, right. Something where it's like that, like a 5-pound jump is a massive jump. And I love those things.
Right.
And I can clip them onto the cables too, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that's not enough weight for you to jump.
I don't think, I'm not quite sure. So I got to do some research and something I could either add on or maybe that other gym opens up in in a couple months and we can go check that out and see if they have weights that I could step up at without causing injury. Because even when we were at the Y's only went up to 110.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we stopped going there really long.
I know, but I'm just saying, like the other options that are close, they're like don't have those weights.
Dude, I would love to go up to like those dumbbells, like the 130s for like if I'm doing like RDLs or something. That is going to be my next off-season goal, and be like, coach, please keep dumbbell RDLs in my leg day. I want to max out the dumbbells at this gym. because that would feel good.
Next off season?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm 11 weeks out.
Right.
And I haven't lost strength at the gym. If anything, I'm like either holding or still progressing, which is amazing. It's amazing how good I feel at this point. I mean, 11 weeks out, still far enough away. It's like, prep's not hard yet.
Right.
But like being that I'm still losing and either maintaining or still gaining strength is wild.
That's awesome.
So I'm feeling really good. When I say gaining, I am that person now. Like I add a 2.5 pound plate.
Yeah.
Little, Mike, right? Like
More
I'm
volume.
not doing a big jump, just little bits. Cause it's like every little bit stacks. And I freaking love doing that.
Yeah.
So then I also get that, like, I hit a PR today. What did you do? I did 77.2 pounds. 77.5 pounds.
77 and 3/4.
Mm-hmm. Note that shit.
Yep.
It's more. So I got up to 85s. 85s. Yeah, I started with 75s. I went up to 85s on RDLs yesterday.
Nice.
And my ass is so sore right now. It hurts to sit. But I did so good. And I was so proud of myself. Because previous to that, I had done 75s were my top.
Nice.
So yeah, off season I want to get to 130.
130.
The 130s. That would be super cool. I probably won't, because that's a lot of fucking weight. But you never know.
You got to put all those new tools to use, bro.
I know. Gotta put all these new things to work. It was really cool though. I went yesterday.
I meant drugs.
Stop it. I'm not on drugs. Oh, but you're saying if I decide to do next off season, if I decide to take testosterone for
your health,
non-existent hormones that I have, could do that.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Then you can do 155s.
155s. I had a cheering section. I had some dude was like, he like fist bumped me. He's like mad respect. And then he was cheering me on. And like, that made me feel, I was like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Cause there's like, I went in the afternoon, which sucks because it's like, it's busy and it's a mix of high school kids, just like, and small amount of like regular dudes. And then like some super serious, I'm here to fucking work people.
Yep.
It's just so busy and it's obnoxious. And then you have to fight for equipment. I hate it.
Yeah. I am not looking now. So next week I can't work out in the morning just because I have commitments at work.
Yeah.
And so I have to, usually like my job's flexible to where I can get my shit done and still just work out when I want to work out.
Yeah.
Next week, do not have that flexibility. So I'm going to be working out in the afternoon, which I'm not excited about at all because I am totally with you because I don't know what it is, but it's a total mind fuck.
Because you're just not used to it.
Yeah, you're just
it's different than your routine.
Yeah, it's out of your routine, and it's for whatever reason I just feel like the lifts just are harder, or they're like just not the same. They hit different for sure.
They do hit different.
And so I'm going to do leg day in the afternoon next week, Monday, which I'm like not looking forward to. But I'm also thinking like I try to like counter mind fuck myself, unmind fuck myself, if you will. And I'm like, well, you're going to be super fed at that point in the day. So you're going to have all this food available to put to work.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up and go do it. So So I kind of, maybe I'm like, no, actually it's going to be PR Monday afternoon, Central time.
So, you know, what's really interesting is like a couple people that I watch on YouTube from time to time when they do their like full day with me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
A lot of them work out in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And it's exactly for that reason, because they've got more food in their system, just they're more fed, so they've got more energy. But none of them are old. So it's almost like I can lift the same in the afternoon. I totally agree. It hits different. It's a totally different mindset.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I have the energy, because by that point in the day, I've either I've just been working longer. Like if I go at 2:00 in the afternoon,
Sure.
I've already like because I start my work
You're
day
done.
at 5 a.m. Like
You're
I've
done.
already had an 8-hour day. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm mentally tired,
I was
even if not physically tired.
just gonna say that mental exhaustion for sure.
For sure. So it's just like it's different. And then
Then you gotta stay laser focused on like hitting your sets as hard as possible. It's like that's a lot.
it's very different.
Yeah.
And then usually if I'm doing that in the afternoon, I've got like work is blowing me up on my phone.
Right.
So then like I have that constant interruption. Dude, I just realized we're gonna have to coordinate with like the gym and the kids because my Monday's looking like I'm gonna have to go in the afternoon too. So we're gonna have to figure stuff out. But you called afternoon workouts first, so that's fine. I'll work around you.
Okay. Are you like all right? Yeah, let's figure it out next. Let's take that off
Take that
table.
offline.
I'll take it offline. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to use corporate speak. My brain's in weekend mode
No,
still.
I'm just talking. I know.
Let's chat about that after.
We're gonna chat that out.
Do you mind hanging on the call?
Life. But that's life, and you adjust, and you just suck it up, and you fucking do it.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. That's fine.
We'll figure it out. But work for me has gotten really busy, so it's like I'm gonna have. I know I'm gonna have more of those days in like the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's no excuse. You still fucking get it done.
Yeah.
You get that shit done.
Just gotta go do it.
You just gotta go fucking do it and shut up.
Y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, quick update. Got a new pillow. So I've been.
That thing's a monstrosity.
It's so fucking big. It's stupid. Like it looks like.
I got to take a picture of you in it, and we have to post that to Instagram.
I feel like
because it is ridiculous how big that thing is.
So I've been rolling over on my back in the middle of the night. Whenever I do that, I start snoring, and then I wake up Lex, and she results to hand-to-hand combat in the middle of the night, and I am usually defenseless, taking strikes to the head and body.
Respect
and so
my sleep.
So then I get angry, and she's already up and angry, and it just sucks, and it ruins both of our sleep. So
yeah,
I've been trying to prop myself up, and it hasn't worked. So I finally ponied up, and I got the Medicline pillow. So one of the bodybuilders that I follow, Martin Fitzwater, Martin, yeah, Martin.
That sounds sure.
Yeah,
that guy.
And yeah, I think it's his last name. Anyway, one of the guys that I follow, he was 4th place in the Olympia in open bodybuilding this year.
So he's a big dude.
He's a huge dude. Has like sleep apnea. Has got to wear the mask.
Probably a sleep apnea. Yep. And he probably snores and wakes his wife up too.
Yeah. And she's also IFBB pro too.
Of course.
And her name's Alexis. Anyway,
is it really? That's fun.
Yeah. And she's a wellness pro, which is cool.
A little bit of Alexis.
And yeah, so they're fun. I like to follow them. They're cool. And he's sponsored by Medicline pillow, which is this. If you haven't seen it, it's a huge fucking pillow, by the way. It takes up, like, if you don't have a king size bed, don't buy this thing. It's massive. We got a king size bed a while ago, and because the kids kept coming in the bedroom and everything. So we have that. And now the kids don't come in the bedroom at night, which is cool. And now we got space for this giant air mattress that is now my pillow.
I didn't see how wide it was. Does it take up half the bed?
It takes up a lot of space. So it's a big wedge.
Can you still put the barrier down?
Oh, no, I got rid of the border.
No.
I took the wall down.
So between us, you always put a whole ass pillow. Because the bed's just so big, there's so much room. So we have a whole ass pillow in between us.
Well, that was to try to stop me.
Because I'm not a cuddly sleeper.
Yeah.
Leave me the fuck alone once I'm sleeping. But we've got that. Yeah. Can you still put that down with the pillow?
No, I had to move the pillow. So it's
that big.
It's just my giant wedge pillow, and then this giant candy cane shaped like pregnancy pillow.
That's attached to it?
It's a whole system. No, it's not attached. It's loose, but it's like...
Oh, is it loose? Okay.
Yeah, it's this whole system, and it's basically a big wedge. So you're like slightly propped up, and then there's a big hole in the top of the pillow you could like hook your arm through. And yeah, so we're going to see how that goes. I just got it today. Really excited about it. Hopefully I can fall asleep. That's the one thing I'm like, I hope this thing is like not so much that it's like I'm focusing on like positioning myself and like it just keeps me up. Like I hope that doesn't happen. But
I think so. I think two things are going to happen. One, I think it's going to take you a couple nights to get used to. Do you remember like when we switched from like a regular spring mattress and then we went to like the foam mattress?
Yeah.
And I loved it, but it took me like 2 weeks before I got like a good night's sleep on that thing. My guess is it's going to be similar to that. I think it's going to take you a little while, but then once you are like used to it, you're going to sleep so good. I imagine you breathe very loudly when you sleep. And then when you start to breathe too loudly and it gets like that in between loud breath to snore is when like I can hear it and it wakes me up. But you breathe like heavy. My guess is if you're propped up, that's just going to clear out whatever is like making you stuffy. And you're going to breathe better.
We'll see. I hope so. I hope we both get a decent night's sleep. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So that's fun. So we'll report back next week and see if I'm not coming to the podcast with lumps on my head from Alexis.
Yeah, man, I'm not that bad.
Beating the shit out of me. She's mean. She's not nice.
Well, because if I don't smack you, you don't move.
You could wake me up with kisses and I would move.
Off. You don't need to wake me up, period. You can snore in kisses and then it would.
And by the way, everybody, she snores also. I just don't wake her up like an asshole.
I don't snore. Stop it.
You do snore.
You've never once told. Never.
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me.
Have you told me that I wake you up with snoring?
No, it's usually like I'll wake up to go to the bathroom and then I hear you and I'm like.
But that's different. It like if we're asleep and it doesn't wake me up, then it's fine. But it's when it wakes me up that's a problem.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
If my snoring were waking you up, I would take action.
Okay. Just gonna start throwing shit in your mouth while you're catching flies.
It's okay. I've got my equipment in, so it's all good. You're not gonna hurt me.
Yeah, you got a lot of headgear when you go to bed.
A lot of headgear. I wear a mouth guard because I grind my teeth.
Yeah, and then you go into your sleep simulator VR headset.
You know what? I haven't been wearing that for a week because I can't. I can't use that for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
So I got Botox.
I was gonna say, let's talk. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, no, let's talk about it.
Because you're old.
Fuck you. At least I did something about it. You desperately need some Botox on your fucking forehead. Anyway.
Ride or die.
My birthday was like a week and a half ago. And so I had decided for my birthday, I wanted to do this. I've been researching it for a while, trying to figure it out. Where's the best place to go? How do I do it? The moms groups all talk about it. So I had a good sense of, I wanted to get Dysport, which is a different type of tox that's supposedly better for if you have like a fast metabolism, you work out a lot because you metabolize it. And that's how it like goes away or fades out. So in theory, if you have a quicker, not in theory, in reality, if you've got a quicker metabolism, your body's just going to burn through it faster and won't last as long. So Dysport's supposed to last longer. I've never done this before. So this is my birthday present. I wanted it because going into prep, like last year, when you get towards the end, you're like, there's just no fat in your face anymore. And then it's like the fine lines or whatever just start to get pronounced. And it just bugged me. I didn't like it. And then this past off season, I didn't get as fat. I stayed relatively lean. So I never got like that extra like fat pocket in my face. So if you look on the refrigerator, we've got like, you know, those like character or those like strip like photo booth places, like those strip photos. If you look at the one in that was like my last couple of weeks of my last bulk before I prepped last time. There's like, it's all filled out. Like there's no like loose skin. There's no lines. It's all puffed out. So it's really been this last year. My face didn't get fat. So going into this prep, it was bothering me already that those lines were setting in around my eyes. My forehead's pretty decent, or it was like all around here when I smile. It was bothering me. So I went and got Botox. I did it a week ago. It's supposed to take 2 weeks to sit in, seeing improvement. I was very scared because I texted 2 of my friends that are Botox experts, or they've done it enough. I told them how much I got, and they both immediately said, fuck, your face is going to be frozen. And I was very scared because I specifically said I don't want a frozen face.
Yeah, you don't want cat face.
I just soften it a little bit. Just take out the super deep set. So we'll see. So far, if like this is where it lands, I'm pretty happy with it.
Looks good.
Because it just takes away.
Yeah, the wrinkles.
It takes. Yeah. It doesn't take them away 100%. It softened them pretty nicely. And looks great. Like, I don't think it looks fake at all. That's what I'm worried about.
No, you don't look like overly puffy or anything.
No. I didn't want to look weird. I don't want that. I just soften it. So we'll see. Everyone told me, every like female bodybuilder said, don't do it on prep.
Right.
Because you're going to metabolize it faster. And I didn't listen.
Throwing money away.
I didn't listen because
maybe not. You don't know.
It starts to bother you.
Sure.
And then like the further in prep I go, the worse. I'm like, let's just see how long it lasts. That was my birthday present to myself. So
yeah,
we'll see. So next week, as the week goes on, I might be a little bit more frozen, and we'll see. I go for like a follow-up next week. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
So I got Botox. I am officially 11 weeks out. I'm doing good. I'm excited. Let's fucking go.
It is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get into check-ins? Let's do it.
Yeah.
How was your check-in?
I am doing, this prep has been, I'm pulling up my chart, incredibly smooth so far, which is just absolutely fabulous. I have been steadily dropping weight consistently every single week. I typically, the other 2 preps that I've done, I'll typically like staircase, and I'll like drop, and then I'll like drop for 2 weeks, and then I stay for a week, drop for 2 weeks, stay for a week. So I have consistently dropped weight every single week since starting prep. I have not had like a stay.
A plateau,
at all.
Good.
Well, actually, maybe I did have one little wonky, but anyway, I went down. Actually, I did have a stay. So anyway, for the last 4 weeks consistently, I've dropped. Okay. So I've had one like little week and then I kept going. Yeah. But it's usually 2 and then stay, 2 and then stay. So this is just going really well. My check-in last week, I dropped like 2 pounds from the week before. And then this past week, I dropped 0.7. So I started 1 month ago. I was like 146, and now I'm like 141. So I'm like averaging like a pound a week. So I'm doing good.
Super smooth prep so far.
Yeah. Calories have stayed the same. I'm still about 2,500 calories. Those have not changed in a long time, like at least a month. And for this is going to be the 3rd week in a row, I get a little bit of a refeed, which is I get a bonus 50 grams of carbs.
Yes.
So this is like the 3rd week in a row.
What'd you get today?
I had a bagel.
Ooh.
I was very. I had a bagel.
It's not a lot, but it's something. That's cool.
And you know what? It's like, I feel like it's almost wasted, but also like it feels good and bad at the same time. I don't work out on Saturdays and Sundays, so I don't have like the same energy needs. So it's
Yeah.
like, so that bagel was 33 carbs and I ate that with my second meal, just like added it in.
Yeah.
And then like I wasn't super hungry for dinner. When I got to dinner, I didn't finish it. It's like still in the fridge. Like I only ate like half of it.
Mhm.
And I'm like full. So I'm like, I still have an extra 20 grams of carbs on top of the food that I have. So it's good though, because it's like I don't feel this like during the week, I'm like a little hungrier. So I don't get to feel, oh my God, I'm so full
Right.
anymore.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
it's a good feeling. So yeah, things have been going good. So 2,500 calories. And then my bonus is the last like 3-4 weeks has been fabulous.
Sweet. That's awesome.
My legs are coming in.
Yep. Saw that in your picture.
I know. My
Starting to see some striations and the quads real nice.
my quads are always the last things to come in. Always. I have long femurs and it's hard for me to put on size in my quads. And my first 2 seasons frustrated me. Last season, fucking swear, last season, if my quads were a little bit better, I would have taken first place in the overall in that OCB show.
Yeah.
Because she had such better quads than me, but I had a better back and glutes. But she had better quads than me. I'm like, my quads are a little bit better. So like this off season, I was fucking determined to grow my goddamn quads as much as I can. And they're the last things always on me to come in. Like a lot of women have a hard time with like glutes and like their glutes and hams. Like I have glutes and hams all year round, like even in my off season. My quads are always the last thing to come in. So the fact that I'm 11 weeks out, you could start to see some fucking feathering. Oh, let's fucking go. I'm so excited.
Me too. I think you're going to put something special on stage.
I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped. Coach was really happy too. She's like, she's just like, you put on some fucking shit this year. Like,
yeah. Notable progress for sure.
How is your check-in?
Check-in was good. So because we missed a week over the past 2 weeks. So I gained about 1.5 pounds roughly.
So in this past week with like the added gear, the added food, 1.5 pounds.
Yeah, 1.5 pounds. Yep.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. Nothing crazy, which is great. And
are you getting muddy?
I don't think so. Looking at my pictures today, I think it's still like pretty good, still pretty lean. Not starting to fluff out.
You look rounder.
Yeah, somebody at the gym today said they were like, "You're looking really full," and I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah, I looked at you earlier today, and I was just like, "God, you're so fucking stupid. You're so big.
Stupid body face,
stupid giant fucking body. God damn."
But yeah, so that's good. So I just want to see roughly, if we end up doing a 20-week push, 30-week push, that'll get me up to 240-ish, which is really like my target for my off season. And it's like a rough target, right? It doesn't have to be 240, really going after the look, right? We're just looking for the development in the right areas. But it would be cool to hit like that 240 and then cut down and be close to the weight cap.
And how tall are you?
5'10" on the money.
5'10" on the money. Well, no, I'm just saying that because that's super relevant, right? Like,
oh yeah,
you've got guys aiming that are 6 feet tall that are trying to be 240. So that's why I'm just at like call it out.
Oh
like,
yeah,
short. You're a shorter dude.
Easy, bitch. Watch your mouth. I'm a proud 5'10". I used to be 5'10 3/4, but I've shrunk. My muscles shrinking.
They're weighing you down.
Yeah, my muscles are pulling me down.
Your spine.
Gravity's working against me.
You've got more gravity now.
Yeah, I'm 5'10" on the nose, and that was my fasted height. Or sorry, that was my height in from the show.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm a tad bit taller, but than that.
You could totally be a little bit taller now.
But 5'10".
But it's just context. 5'10", 240. So what's the goal, or like what's the time frame of your push phase? Like, at what point do you end? Is it a
I gotta.
target?
I don't know. I gotta check with coach. I don't know if we're doing like 20 weeks because I had said 20 weeks kind of as like a ballpark, but we could do
Mhm.
30 weeks just depending on how things are
That's
going.
long. Well, I guess it's your health markers. Can you keep going? Or so it's
Yeah.
like, so what
So
will
maybe we'll
end
do.
your push phase?
It's a good question. Yeah, I gotta double check with coach because we really didn't hash out an end phase. I had hashed out roughly 20 weeks, and he said, "Yeah, that looks right."
Did you do 20 weeks just because that's what you had done previously?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because because with what I'm learning in these different modules is like, there's a number of things that could bring a push phase down. Is it, and it's funny because in the certification it just keeps going, you might just get too fat. Did you get too fat? Maybe it's time to pull it down. And he
Yeah.
says that like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So is it for you? So not coach, but like, what's your mentality through it? Right? Because the devil's in the dose and the devil's in the duration of
Right.
like those health markers.
Yep.
So is it, I got too fat and I need to pull it back? Is it, well, we'll run my blood at like X weeks and we'll keep monitoring that and then bring it down when that happens? I mean, you would do it
Yeah.
anyway. Or is it a set duration? Or is it like a weight goal? Like, for you, forget what coach says. If you were doing this all on your own terms, because you are,
Yeah.
regardless of what he says, it's still your own terms.
Yeah. I would
Where do
say.
you, what's going to end it?
Uh, I would definitely say 240 or
Or
it'll be
250, who knows?
it'll be 240 or yeah, maybe a little bit more. Or yeah, I think when I get too fat, if like I'm just putting on like nonsense weight and it's just you know not good weight, then it's yeah time to rein it in, go on a mini cut, come off, go on a maintenance phase. We'll take it from there. But
Do
we were looking at ending around like the June timeframe. So that's like right around 20 weeks.
when you're running a cycle,
Yeah.
because I don't know that I know this, or maybe I do and I can't remember. Like, maybe it came up in the certification. I'm just not remembering this. But when you're running a cycle
Yeah.
and you're setting it out for like however many weeks, do you get to a point where the dosing just isn't pushing more anymore? And then you would have to add more? Because that's like what happens with like, you
Yeah.
start to accumulate so much muscle. So in order to maintain that muscle,
You need
you
that
need a
much.
level of testosterone.
Yep.
And then even like those big guys, they can't run just tests. Even in like a maintenance phase, they do tests and they fill it in with like primo
Sure.
to fill out like their testosterone needs. Like, do you get to a point, like, do you feel that? Is that like the I got too fat? Is it like they stop not
Well,
like
I, th-
stop
I, th-
working
I
anymore,
think
but you
at
know what I
that
mean?
point, they've just accumulated so much tissue. They need more gear to support it. Like there's just so
Yeah.
I don't think it's a too fat thing. I think it's just a
No, but I mean, like, if you're in like that push phase,
yeah.
does like your muscle mass basically come up to the level that's supported by the gear, and then like your muscles can't grow anymore, so
I
you're
see what
still
you're
putting
saying.
all that food in, so then you just start getting fat?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't think that would be the case because you'd have to keep pushing food up, right? And I think if
Yeah.
you're pushing food up to a point to where you started seeing fat, you could pull food back first and then make a determination if like you've kind of capped out with the gear that you're at or not. Um, just because you're putting on too much fat, because like maybe you're not producing enough insulin anymore for your body to keep up. Like, and that's when guys start adding in insulin, right? So it could just be like maybe you're still making progress, but your body just can't physically partition all the nutrients that are coming in anymore.
So that's where you need to take a break. So like the plateau
Yeah,
can happen for like a number of things.
it could, yeah, for sure. It could be a number of reasons, but I think yeah, for me it'll be. I don't want to get bigger than 240 to be honest, because like I think prep's going to be fucking miserable.
Okay.
I think prep's going to be miserable. I think you can't wait till I get that big. I
I'm
think you
not gonna
won't.
lie, I
I,
enjoy how big you are, very much
I think
so.
you like having this big juice gorilla around.
I super love having it. I love having a gorilla so much Like when you put a hoodie on to go to the grocery store, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your tank top on.
You're like,
Let's
let's
go.
go. Slut it up and get out there.
Put your push-up bra on. Let the world
Yeah,
see your tits. Let's move.
that's right.
You're my arm candy.
Yeah, a little bit of
I love
man
it.
candy. I like it.
I love like taking you to like anywhere. I just want to take you places.
No, thank you.
Just want to show you off.
Parade me around.
Yes, I do.
Behold my man piece.
Just look how beautiful. Look how beautiful he is. You're gonna go do the kids are having like a lunch event at the elementary school.
Yeah.
And our son asked if I could go. It's Monday. And I was just like, dude, I'm so sorry. I just can't go. And then I always feel bad. And I'm like, dude, I'm not that mom. I work. I can't do it at that time.
Yeah.
So I was like, ask dad, see if dad can go. I said, you would much rather have dad's giant ass walking around and all of his friends going like, oh my God, your dad's so jacked. Like you would much rather have that than like me walking around your school. The kids like showing you off too.
Yeah.
Our daughter likes that the boys are scared of you.
They should be. It's a healthy fear.
It is a healthy fear. So when you say you don't want to get above 240, I call bull fucking shit.
No, I'm serious because like I'm like looking
Once
at where
you're there though, you're gonna want more.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe at that point, then I make the decision like, could I keep pushing? Maybe we go open. Like that would be cool. But like, because even if I were to go light heavyweight, which would be where I would fit in at, I think I'd have to cut down to 198, which is fucking nuts.
What's the weight cap? I thought it was 207
for classic for my height.
Yeah.
For light heavyweight.
What are you talking about doing light heavyweight? Who said to do
that?
Light
heavyweight was no. I'm just saying like if I got up to 250, like I don't know. I'm just saying like if I wanted to pivot at that point, like maybe I get to a size point where I'm like, maybe I should try, go in bodybuilding and see what category I'd fit in there.
But what's after light heavyweight?
There's light heavyweight, heavyweight, and then super. But I don't know the weight caps for the other two.
That's just what okay. That just totally threw me for a loop. What's just regular open bodybuilding? Is there a regular?
Actually, maybe it's not super. Maybe I might be messing that up. I'll have to.
Because when you say heavyweight, I think like, whoa, what's the regular weight?
Yeah,
what's that? Open bodybuilding, isn't there like featherweight, lightweight, moderate weight, and then heavyweight? I don't know what they all are. It's the same guys that keep
it says men's bodybuilding
across the street.
Yeah, it says men. Oh, I'm trying to look
across the stage.
I'm trying to Google it real quick.
There was the same 10 dudes that just kept coming out. I couldn't distinct.
It does feel
they all came out at your show. There was like 10 of them.
Yeah, they came out for another round.
And they just kept coming out.
Bodybuilding.
Okay, this one's now for 45 plus. This one it's like the same 3 guys kept parading around for all of the masters categories.
Oh, okay.
And then they each entered like heavyweight, light heavy. They entered all of them.
Okay. So here it is. There's bantamweight, which is 143 and under pounds. There's lightweight, which is 150.
What the fuck is even that?
I don't know. It's like for the shorter dudes. And then there's
how short? Isn't that 212 is for the shorter dudes?
There's no height limitation on these weight classes. So you got to just figure it out and see where you fit in at.
But 143?
Yeah, 143 is bantamweight. Then there's lightweight, which is 154 and under. Then there's middleweight, 176 and under. Light heavyweight, which is 198 and under. And then heavyweight is 198 and over. So heavyweight is basically open. Just like
okay, so that's what you would go into if
get as big as you want, right?
But if you got up to 240, I guess to get down to 207, you'd have to drop 30 pounds. So that's what you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I dropped roughly 26 pounds on this prep. I don't want to make prep crazy hard.
But you didn't have a crazy hard prep.
No, I didn't. But still, I just want. I don't know that
you don't want to make it harder.
In my mind, I'm just trying to like make it manageable. Like I want to be. I want to be in like a good spot for going into like a 16-week prep and not have to worry about it.
Totally. When you are at so what's the pro weight class for your height? Like let's say you went pro. What's the pro weight class? Is it like 10 pounds more?
I think so.
And then on the national level, is there an in between, or you're technically still an amateur at the national level?
Yeah. So pro classic. Looking this up on the spot. Sorry.
That's okay. But I wonder if there's like an in between level. But that makes sense. But then are you fast forward to your next off season?
Yeah.
Are you always going to try to do you think you would always try to push the gear to not go above like 250 so you can always come down easily? What do like the really big guys do?
I think that's the strategy. Because like when I was talking about it with my coach, I was like, because when he had a conversation, I was like, I want to shoot for 240, knowing, and he's like, wait, what's your weight cap? And I was like, 207. He's like, that's good. Yeah, let's shoot for 240. Let's not try to go over that, because then he was saying, then you don't want to make prep longer if you don't have to.
Yeah, but a lot of that's going to be water. So like immediately coming off, you're going to drop 5 pounds.
That's not right.
That is right.
Oh, it's in kilograms. Damn it. All right. All right. So it is. So pro is 5'10". It's so stupid because
kilograms.
Because they have the height. Anyway, I got it. All right.
What's
So
the
5'10". So 5'10". Oh, it's not that much more. So 5'10", up to 5'10", and including is 212 pounds. So.
Oh, that's only 5. Like that's nothing. I mean, it's something, but that's not like a massive difference.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it's at for my height class.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into wins of the week, Miss RDL cheerleading squad.
That made me feel really nice. What's
your win of the week?
My prep is just going really good, and I'm happy. Yeah. I'm really happy. I had just all things bodybuilding a really good week. I had a deload the prior week.
Yeah.
So the week started out a little bit rough mentally because I wasn't able to lift where I was prior to that. But that tends to be typical. Like you take a week off, you need like a session or two to kind of get back into it. But still hitting PRs. I had a really good day Thursday, a really good day Friday.
Awesome.
So I'm doing good. I also, this is a big one. I got back my Viome results. I did another poo test. And it, funnily enough, came back and said my gut score was worse, but my gut's never been better since I had my gallbladder out. So I'm like smooth sailing.
Yeah.
So they didn't call out too many bad things. So some things actually improved. So we're in a good spot.
Good. Exciting.
What about you?
The fact that I was like lifting 130s today just made me feel awesome. Like for my top set and my back off set, strength is up today. Just feeling really strong overall. Just, getting ready to like really maximize this push phase. Just super excited about that, and yeah, just giddy about that.
You barely fit into the frame.
Thank you.
Your muscles are so big, babe.
That's because I'm so close to the camera. It adds like 10 pounds of sexy.
Hold on. Oh, I can't do it. Wait.
Oh, hachi machi. Oh, my baby's got the shoulders out. Let's go.
Got the shoulders out. Oh. Anyway, I'm being silly. All right, that's a wrap.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.